Hope you guys had a good day. I have been so busy. I have not even had time to go get ready for Christmas. I am way behind, and I've got 4 children that are expecting great things. So hopefully Santa comes through. Santa needs to come through for me right now, but it's all good things. I just wanted to come on here and kind of share some experience, I guess, some experience, my experience with around starting Facebook groups if you are in network marketing. Okay, and what do I mean specifically by that? Well, usually what you'll find is that people that do network marketing like me, they usually refer to maybe a handful of groups that they use for community and such. So in my case, we've got a business group, we got a product support group. There's like the greater group for the business that is the companies, and then there's the greater group for the product, and then you got some that are like subcultures of your specific team. But oftentimes it's a little confusing for new builders, because the new builders, they're looking at their leadership and they're thinking, I need to be a leader. I want to lead out. I want to go ahead and how would you say this? I want to stretch. I want to grow. I want to show that I'm going to show up. I'm going to do everything I can. Hi, Kara. It's good to see you on here. Thanks. The thing is, I've figured out that it can be defeating. I'm going to tell you a story. I remember we were going to go to a meeting in Florida. And I remember we went to do this meeting. And I remember my father, I heard him, and he was inviting other people, other leaders to our meeting. It was a little disheartening for me because I was the one funding everything. I was funding the travel. I was funding the hotel. I was funding the room. I was funding everything. And I remember my father was inviting these people to come to the presentation that they had nothing to do with my team. And I remember saying to my father, and I was pretty young at the time. I was probably only 23 years old. And I remember saying to my father, like, hey, no, I was probably more like 20, 25, 26. But I said to him, I said, hey, no. Why are you doing that? Like, why do they get to come take advantage of all the work and all the expense and all the investment that I am putting forth? And I remember, he taught me a great lesson at that time. And he said, Sean, we need them. And I said, we need them? We don't need them. What do you mean by that? And he says, Sean, we need their energy. He says, Sean, let me ask you a question. If people show up to a presentation and, there's 20 people there, is that anywhere near as exciting as if there's 100? If people get on a call and there's only 2 people on a call, is that anywhere near as exciting as if there's 30 or 40 or 50 or 60? Yeah, I mean, it is common sense, but I think at the time I just had more of a scarcity mindset. I just didn't realize there's enough to go around. There's enough for all of us. There's enough of everything. There's enough customers. There's enough money. There's enough love. There's enough of everything in the world for all of us. And I understand that now. I understand cooperation. I understand collaboration. I understand reciprocation. These are all things we learn in time. Well, it's the same thing with a group. You see, if you have a group and your intention is to demonstrate to your customers that, look at the group here. Look at all the results coming in. Look at all the excitement. Look at all the energy. If there isn't much energy, if there isn't a lot of excitement, if there isn't a lot of anything, that speaks to them. And I want you to understand that. I want you to understand that if you get people on a call and there's only 2 people on a call, and you built it up as, we're going to do this team call, or we're going to do this opportunity call, product call, whatever, and there's only 2 people on there, well, you know what? It just doesn't appear that exciting to the new person. In fact, they're probably thinking at a subconscious level, why are there not more people on here? Does that make sense? Thank you, Kara. Why are there not more people on here? Why is there not more energy? It doesn't, to them, that picture tells 1,000 words. Okay. And it's not that you're not good at what you do. It's hard to get people at a presentation. It's hard to get people to show up in a group and actually play. It's really hard. Guys, I've built groups. And I've worked hard over the years to build groups, and you have no idea how hard it is to build these groups. It is so hard to build a group and get it off the ground and get some energy in there and get some activity and get people to actually come and play in there. It is unbelievably hard. And the reason I'm telling you this is because sometimes you're better off just leveraging what's there. You're better off just working together with with leaders that are already there and show up together. I've been using this analogy, and I made up this analogy, and I think it's really great. And that's that, if you imagined everybody is in a desert, and I don't know if you know this, but deserts at night get really cold, really cold. Like the low here in St. George, Utah, tonight will be probably about 29 degrees. So human beings couldn't live in that. We couldn't live in that. But what we could do, like imagine this: you got this piece of wood. So everyone has a log, and everybody has a way to light their log. And we're all scattered all over the place, all over the desert. And we have our log, and now we're going to light our log, and we're hoping that log is going to keep us warm. Well, we go ahead, this person lights their log, and they're soon realizing, like, this is not a lot of heat, and I don't know how long this is going to last me. Okay. So someone who's a smart person, they figure out that, hey, what if we all come together and we start stacking these logs on top of each other? And so next thing you know, there's 5 of them and 10 of them and then 15. And next thing you know, they're all stacking their logs on each other. And next thing you know, there's a nice big fire. And what's cool is that fire, as it gets bigger, it's going to keep everybody warm. And now everybody's happy and everybody's chatting and it's fun and it's exciting. And now there's a crowd, which we know that's fun. Well, another cool part of the concept is that not only is that big bonfire going to keep all of us warm, but, that bonfire is going to be burning so bright. If it was just you with your little log out in the desert, you just have this little tiny light, and people from afar, they can't even see it. They don't even know to come and commune with you. But if we had a great big bonfire, then guess what? People from all over, they see the light. They're attracted to it. And they start to come towards the light. And they come to the fire, and guess what? They get warm too. And it's even better, and they can chuck their logs on top. Or they could put their logs off to the side, and we have more for later. Okay? More wood for later. What about the people out there in the desert? They're wandering around. They don't have a log. They're looking for a log. Same thing. We want to help those people. We got something that can help those people. And the bigger the fire's burning, the more people we will attract. Conceptually, this is how what we do works. This is what I've done for almost 20 years, and it's all I've ever done, is build community, build culture, and I just want to help people understand, yeah, you want to be the leader and you want to have your own group, but don't go doing that. It can be very counterproductive, unbelievably counterproductive if you're going to go it alone and do it yourself. And a lot of people do that because either they're threatened with their ego. They say, I don't want to share the limelight. I want to do my own thing. I don't want my people glorifying someone else. I don't want my people following anybody else. They want to follow me. I don't want to shine the light on anybody else. I want to shine it on me. And that's another mistake we make early on, which I did. I did make the same mistake. And I didn't want to include people from other teams. And I didn't want to include cross-line leadership. And it was a huge mistake, you guys. Oh my gosh, is it counterproductive? So dumb of me, both in the product sense and in the opportunity sense. It's just so dumb. It doesn't make any sense. Why would I want to have a group of only 12 people if I could participate in a group of hundreds? Why would I want to have a group of only 100 customers if I could participate in a group of thousands? Another thing I would say is, well, I don't like the way that person does things. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Like, we have to be careful not to have it be our way or the highway kind of thing. It's true. We can't just be our way of the highway. Now, does everybody have the same way of operating? No, but those people need to go find themselves. So like if someone was like a strictly business oriented person, business focused, they should go find other money minded people and they all partner up and work together and throw logs on the fire. If someone is more so of a product result driven nature, they should find like minded people and stack all those logs on the fire together, no matter what team you're in, and we all benefit. We all get warm. And are they going to hear something sometimes from some other leader that you don't like, some other person you don't like? Are they going to hear that, oh, you can use this on a cleanse day, and they really shouldn't? But all I'm saying is we got to learn some tolerance. We got to learn some patience. And if you're a control freak, you're not going to do that great in this industry. You're not. I'm just telling you, long term, it's going to bite you because, hey, guess who you're talking to? You're talking to a recovering control freak. Even ask my wife. I'm a recovering control freak. And I just had to learn that is not ultimately serving me. Think about leverage. I don't want to be the go-to person all the time in the groups. I don't want to be. There's not enough of me to go around. I want to leverage other powerful, wonderful people who I want to leverage those other leaders. I want to leverage them so that when I'm not in the group, they can support my people. And when they're not in the group, I will generously support their people. When we have a team call, we all try to show up. We all try to show up because the numbers mean everything. If there's numbers on the call, that's energy. That sends a nonverbal message to everyone on the call, whether it's the product, whether it's the opportunity. It doesn't matter, you see? And so I've just thought a lot about this. It's so hard to build a group. It's so hard. It's so hard to build community. It's so hard to get people on the same page, but it's critical. It's absolutely essential to do it. And so I want to just invite we are a product result driven focus. We are ER Shred. We're product result driven. So if that's, we like money, we're not afraid to talk money, but it's always as an ancillary thing. It's always, we say focus on the mission and the commission will come. And that's our mantra. Focus on the mission of enriching people's lives with good health, and focus on the mission of blessing people's lives, and the commission will come. And that's been our experience, and that's how we operate. And that's like attracts like. That's our community. That's our culture. That's how we operate. We're not a money-first focused community. It's not how we operate. And if the results aren't there, the money can't be there. And if the money's not there, we won't be there because we all got to make money, right? Everybody's got to make money. So it all works together. It all works just fine. It all works great. And I'm not demeaning if other people have a different predominant focus on the front end, which a lot of people do. I'm not demeaning them. I'm not talking bad about them, but that's their prerogative and that's what motivates them. And we all have different motivations. And you know what? Network marketing companies need to learn that. Network marketing companies need to learn that there's people that are motivated by the mission. There's people that are motivated by purpose. There's people that are motivated by product results. There's people that are motivated by wellness. There's people that are motivated by money. There's people that are motivated by community, culture. They just want to be a part of something. It's fantastic. Okay? So a couple quotes that my mom and dad always share, which I'll go ahead and give each of them credit. But my dad always says, a tiny, tiny little spark can ignite a raging fire of enthusiasm. I really like that. And as it relates to ER Shred, a tiny spark, just a tiny, tiny little spark. People see results and it ignites a raging fire of enthusiasm. And it's the same thing with the business. If people make a little income because they're sharing ER Shred with other people and the income's coming in, that even a little tiny spark of success will ignite a raging fire of enthusiasm. My mom has been quoted as saying that the light of a candle is never diminished if it is used to light that of another. See, that's a mistake that I made when I look back on my high school days. And I was an athlete, and I remember being threatened by other good athletes. I remember being threatened by other kids that were popular. I remember feeling threatened. And that's unfortunate because when we shine our light on other people, it doesn't diminish our own. The light of a candle is never diminished when it is used to light that of another. In fact, if you think about it, when you stick a candle wick onto another candle wick and it lights, they both burn brighter for a minute there. Goes back to that bonfire concept. So this is where I'm operating from. I'm operating from a space of just abundance and cooperation, and I'm operating from a place of I really know what can be done if we all join hands, we all lock arms, and we all work together, and we all kind of keep all of these these are all the guiding principles and the values that I've learned over a 20-year career in network marketing, and so I hope it's helpful. I hope it's helpful. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't be intimidated by other people. Don't ever worry if one of your people goes and follows someone else. Don't you worry about it. It doesn't say anything about you. It doesn't mean anything bad about you whatsoever. Not at all. In fact, sometimes certain people are attracted to certain personalities. Certain people are attracted to certain ways of communicating. Certain people like certain voices. Certain people like certain leaders because it reminds them of someone. All I'm trying to say is don't take it personal. It's not personal. It's not. You have value and you'll find your tribe. Okay? And not only that, think about this. Even if they're under you and they go follow someone else, I got to the point now where it's like, if they resonate with another leader, if they resonate with another practice, if you will, if that person, that other leader, that other person can get them going, that helps me. That'll help. And maybe I couldn't get them going. Maybe they do. Oh, man, that's good. That's good stuff. I should probably send that other leader a gift. That's the way to look at it. The way to look at it is not as threatening. The way to look at it is all works together collaborative. And maybe one day you'll be able to help that other person with one of their leaders. Okay? You don't need to steal them. For goodness sakes, don't steal the people. That's against culture. We don't take people's people. That's totally unethical and wrong. Okay? We don't raid. And we don't incentivize or try to make people feel like they're at a disadvantage because they're not in our team. We never do that. That's just bad business practices. Okay? So again, these are all the things I've learned over it's all I've ever done is network marketing. 1 second. And I have to say, sometimes I sit there and I think, would I choose, hey, just a second, Ollie, would I choose network marketing? If you said, Sean, you can do anything you want in the world, would I choose network marketing? I mean, network marketing chose me. It's just, this is what I'm born to do. I'm born to do this, and I love the people in it. That's where I'm at. I don't need to do it. But there's something about it I'm drawn to. I don't know what it is. I'm drawn to it. I'm drawn to the people in it. I'm drawn to the way they operate. I'm drawn to the way they think. I'm drawn to the culture of it. I don't know what it is. But, for that reason, maybe I would choose it because there's something about it that speaks to me. There's just something. All right. I hope you guys are well. I got to go get busy on Christmas. Wish me luck. Bye-bye.